Hello ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. I'm Lamar Haven. Welcome back to Ogre Battle 64. Time to head to Advera Heights. We've got work to do. Scene 13. Thoughts. If you go to this place second, and you go to Sable Lowlands first, this would be Scene 14. So, just FYI. Looks like they realize what our plan is. Regardless, our objective is to liberate the mining facility. I'm sure they never expected we'd defy Lotus. There's nothing they can do but defend the mine. There shouldn't be any reinforcements to worry about. Which is to say that since we did this first, it might be a little easier because we won't be attacked by them expecting us to be here. Even then, our strength is equal. What's the status on our reinforcements? They went into battle with the enemy garrison a few hours ago. There seem to have been some misunderstanding. Since we won't have reinforcements either, this will be close. The rest is up to the commander's skills. In other words, mine. Alrighty. So here's what it looks like. Let's get started. Our old castle Ziegfeld will be our headquarters for this campaign. A day and a half south of Ziegfeld are the Advera mines. We must liberate the mines and free the Balmukins. We were lucky enough to outsmart our enemies, but their defenses are still intact. We mustn't underestimate them. Do not attack them from the front. We will certainly lose many men. We must be patient and chisel away at their defenses to keep our losses to a minimum. Or we could be completely aggressive and end up causing all sorts of problems. Which do you think I'll do? That's all. We'll be counting on you. Everybody always does. See you soon, Hugo. Alright. So what have we got with an eyesight? Ooh! New mission music! Taking over the enemy headquarters of Advera Mines. Failure condition is invaders of headquarters or death of me. Interesting music. I don't remember this. We're getting to the point of the game where I haven't played as far. I usually stopped around chapter 3 whenever I was a kid. Alright, so before I do that, it's important to check. Lawful. Pulled is a very important city also. Somewhere we need to go. That place is very, very chaotic, and Barrow is chaotic as well. So, I'm going to send my own unit towards there. Bolt. I'm going to have you come out a bit. Sophia and Morris are going to start headed this way. Wind. I'm going to have you start heading down, but I'm going to make you go here first. Vega, I'm going to have you come out to about there. I'm going to have you support the east. Leia, you're going to go south with Wind. Troy, I'm going to have you block here just for now. And Kojiro, I'm going to put you over here as well. So let's see what happens. Alright, first thing we see is 2 Black Knight units. Now I mentioned that you can only get Black Knight equipment starting in Sable Lowlands, and I still believe that's true. However, I'm going to try and make it a point to kill every single unit I find, not just leave them without a leader. I think I'm going to pull back Kojiro. I'm going to actually have him defend the main stronghold and have Troy come out. Mostly just because that right now Kojiro's a little overleveled. And I want other people to get experience. Oh, Morris's unit just kind of goes over the plains. Lots of units on their way to us, so wasn't lying. And Estevez, that would be an Archmage. Yeah, you recognize this group composition, but now it's got an Archmage in the back row. But that's perfect because that's a lawful city and I need a lawful unit to go attack. Oh, okay, got Nestock. Cool. Alright, so you, I remember, you're a lawful and a chaotic unit. Bolt. go take care of him. Hey, that's fine, guys. That's not what I need to know. Right now, I need to double-check you. You're mostly neutral, so Morris's unit's gonna be okay. But Vega should go back you up. Looks like my unit is going to run into that one, while Morris's unit runs into this one. I think I just mumbled so much that I didn't form an actual sentence. Anyway, let's get with the murder, I suppose. Ugh, good guard. Yeah, the casters are going to go straight for that Black Knight in the back. And ow. Word of Pain. No status effect. Good. Ugh. He's gonna need healing. And no status effect. Awesome. Come on, combine your magics, ladies. So I did think, it occurred to me, I should say, at the last minute, that I should probably show you how the new Elemental Pedra works, but not yet. We're going to get lots of opportunities to use them. We're getting to the point in the game where they're way more common. You see. Heal Leaf. Yes. Alright, so let's see what unit is guarding that stronghold. After this, go straight down the middle, guys. Don't want any casualties of the lawful variety. So if you've been following along by now, pop quiz. How would the enemy unit be better optimized? It's a really easy change. And down with their leader. So Black Knights, while an amazing upgraded unit, how did I lose? That's bizarre. Anyway, although an amazing upgraded unit, they are still essentially berserkers, which means that they are... oh dear. That's a lot of chaos down there. Wind. Chase them down. Bolt. Stick around. They're still essentially berserkers, which means they share a lot of the same weaknesses that berserkers do, just less of them. Alright, head there. Let's see if we can't spread things out a bit. And while I technically lost, my team is more than good enough to keep going. Sakura, you're defending that town, and you're a way chaotic unit, so Morris, back off. Vega needs to go. Show them what's for, and all that nonsense. Yeah, Bolt's gonna need backup. Ugh, Wind, be careful. I haven't had a check to see what that unit's like yet. Not bad, not bad. Only 4 characters in the unit, 2 upgraded though, so don't underestimate them. Ionosphere! Thankfully, the leader's front and center and got hit by a sleep status. Oh, Thunderflare. Yeah, that's the power of an upgraded caster. And yes, it can still be combined with other magic from other... oh dear. Wasted Ionosphere, to be honest, but at least it's dead. Thunderflare, and I couldn't use my Elemental Pedra in time. See, that's massive damage. It looks like it's a 2x2 attack, just like the Ninja Master, so I guess I was wrong about that. My mistake. Because we got rid of their leader, the rest of them are not much of a threat. Now let's see, that was Muller. Shoter is the grappler, which means it's probably an all-grappler team. No! Grappler plus Paladin. What about Kilik? Kilik the Enchanter. That is a tough group. Wow. I'm gonna need you to go back and rest. And there's my lawful wall. Or lawful wall, depending on your point of view. And here's me. Time to take out this Archmage, hopefully. That's the problem with this type of unit composition when you're fighting it. Because the difference between the computer's AI and your AI is pretty different. Your AI. And your thought process and strategy is very different because the AI doesn't really have to care if their unit survives. They don't have a long-term plan. They're just trying to beat you in the now. You have to, on the other hand, have to have a long-term plan. So a composition like this would be anathema to you. But to the computer, it works perfectly. As such, Hedra of Bane. I was expecting something a little more threatening. Ow. Tiny bit more threatening than weird giant eyeballs that crush them. I haven't actually had a Petra beyond the first one before. I didn't know where to look. So, alright, Pooled has been liberated. And more importantly, there's something to do inside. Let's hope I've done this right. We've been waiting for you. I knew you would save us. Husband said you guys would never show up, but I knew he was wrong. Please free them. Uh-huh. This might be bad. Well, I'll worry about that later. But, just as a heads up, you want to enter that town. Oh! Okay, well never mind. Aisha! It's been a while since we last met, Lamar. I was sent by the headquarters to assist you, but we were ambushed and I got separated. May I join you? Absolutely! Aisha's from the other group that you might remember, that was the head of the Zenobians. I'll do my best. I can help to help you. She is another priest cleric, so you get another excellent healer, and it also is a key sign that you have done something right in the game, because something later on, she's a key to get. Not necessarily from a story perspective, but as a sign that you're doing something right. Oh dear, this is going to be tough. Boulder Golem is one of the most powerful types of golems, so be wary of that. The golem type also helps determine their own resistance to magic and effects. The Boulder Golem is specifically a wind-fire elemental style golem. So wind and fire magic are very weak against it. Whew, thankfully that was a wind. Wind? Too much wind on the mind. Wind is not even out there. Wind is going back to heal because dude got his ass kicked. Alright, Vega versus Sakura. Let's go. Chaotic units everywhere. Then I have to pull Vega back immediately if she wins this, because I don't want her accidentally capturing that city. I almost had a heart attack when Aisha didn't show up, to be honest. I thought I hadn't liberated enough towns by now or something, because there are two reasons you get Aisha, and you have to fulfill them both. One, that you made the specific you chose not to try and kill the leader, Frederick, and two, that you're lawful enough on the Chaos Frame. And if you remember, the Chaos Frame specifically is the thing that happens outside of combat. You don't see it, it just depends on how many towns you liberate and the decisions you make. Now, Vega should be good to attack Fidach. But I'm also going to immediately start sending Sophia over. I'm going to send my own unit to assault them head on. Shooter. I'm going to send Leia. And sorry if you're hearing a lot of clicking. The Xbox 360 controller I'm using for this is, well, it's older. and it's starting to fail, I think. Ugh. Tough group, but we can do it. Not exactly optimal if you attack them from behind, but with this group it's a small enough difference that it's not really a big deal. But yes, now we have 2 named clerics. Now you know why I didn't make as many clerics as I said I was going to in the beginning of the game. Because I knew we'd get 2 for free. And actually, Aisha might be an upgraded level of cleric. She might not be a cleric. So I need to double check that. Okay, so now I'm going to have Vega back off. She's going to go around the town and see if she can't head them off. Actually, go location. That. Just go there. Alright. Bolt's doing the lion's share of the work over there, which is fine. I'll back him off when I need to. And then I think Wind will probably clean up most of the units, because most of them over here are lawful. So, I might be a little overloaded on clerics, which is okay. That's a good thing. I might take out one of my normal clerics and replace them with, say, Aisha. If I do so, though, what that does for me is leave a character that might become, say, an Angel Knight. Having a very lawful female is very useful in creating an Angel Knight. And I forgot the Paladin would be healing back there. Dang. But their group leader is not through because that... no, I'm sorry. Their group leader is through. My mistake. So the rest of these guys are just going to wander aimlessly, which means Wind just needs to go heal up somewhere. Alright. Vega got the attention. Killick is still around, of course. This time Leia's going to get her hits in because she has the ranged attack. Ugh. They're barely doing anything to that golem. I'll be surprised if they win this fight. Ugh, especially after that. And yes, that is, an enchanter is an upgraded dollmaster in case you didn't know. So, lots of upgraded units. Pretty much every unit is led by an upgraded unit. Character. I keep using a unit interchangeably, and somebody is going to punch me for it one day, and I'm going to deserve it. And dang it, Leia, that was supposed to be your time to shine. Stop making Bolt do all the work. Alright, Sakura versus Vega. And this is what the amount of resistance they have against us without reinforcements. Yeah, now you know why I chose this place first. That doesn't mean the next mission's gonna be a piece of cake, though. And that's Sleeping Valkyrie. And while it is possible that I'll use a cleric to become an Angel Knight, that's not necessarily optimal. The optimal the optimal character class to upgrade to an Angel Knight is probably Valkyrie because it's closer to its general level up stat growth. So you'd be going from Valkyrie to an Angel Knight, and they'd have very similar stat growths, and so you would have a lot of the stats you already need. Kojiro is going to start heading out because I'm not worried about them getting around me. At this point, looks like I am going after Estevez. Sorry, Road Ones, but you've left yourself exposed now. Ooh, good crit from the Knight. Well, so this is my reminder that I do once every couple videos that the characters that I am naming are people's choices. Not all of them. Vega, Leia, Kojiro, those are not actual people. But the rest of them are YouTube viewers who have suggested names to me and got added to the game. If you also wish to be added, there are plenty of units not led yet. And even if you don't want to lead a unit, you just want to be a character that's, say, in my unit or another person's unit, then speak up and pick a character and I'll put you in. If you wish to know what classes are available in the game beyond the ones that I have right now, check my intro video where I have pictures and names of all of the main classes. So in the meantime, we check the shop as per usual. Book of Bane is available. I'm going to go ahead and get it. Balder armor we could buy, but we already have one, so that's not necessary. Amulet, and then a bunch of items. Alright, so let's put Vega into the stronghold. And with that, my own unit, I might want to use an item. Yes, my poor healer, Emmy, there, got quite the beating from casters all focus firing her. That's a weakness in this specific formation, and you should be aware of it. I may favor it, but anytime you fight an enemy that tends towards a lot of ranged attacks, your person in the final row is going to get hammered. So be aware. Oh, upgraded fireball, but my fencer blocked it gloriously, and then I blocked the blow-off. And then Emmy there is tanking like a champ. And that's the one character down. And we should get that wizard on the right dead soon. Yep, glorious. And then one more attack, and that'll be the end of them. So I think I've mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. There are only 3 characters, named characters specifically, in the game who can change their class. And that is... 3 characters who upgrade automatically, is what I was trying to say. And that is your main character, Dio, and Leia. And that's going to be in Chapter 3. But beyond that, most of the characters that you get that are named, I believe you can fully change whatever class they are at whenever you want. Most of the time you don't want to. They usually come as pretty unique classes. Alright, so who are you? Parker. The Archmage surrounded by witches and grapplers, so I'm going to want a lawful unit after you. We've arrived at our destination, which is great. Now I just have you jokers to deal with. Vega, are you rested? I'm gonna say no. Take a little bit of time before chasing them down. Alright, Troy. I'm gonna start you along. Leia, are you okay? Where are you going, Leia? What are your orders? No, that's not what I meant. I meant destination. No, that's not where I want you to... Stop chasing Shoulder. And turn around. There you go. Alright, now that I'm there, Thea's there. Wynn should be there to clean up all the rest of the units. In the meantime, Leia needs to push on. I'm going to need to use an Elemental Pedra on this group, probably. I didn't realize how weak her front line was. Hit point-wise, I mean. And that Archmage is not going to take it easy on us. Shock Bolt. And the next witch, yep, same target. Called it. Which is fine. Uh-oh, Craig Press. See, that time it targeted specifically Leia and wasn't a 2x2. I think it varies. Uh-oh. This is no good. Yeah, see? Okay, they just demonstrated it there. Archmages can, and Sirens, I'm assuming, anybody who uses advanced magic spells, the character AI will either choose a 2x2 square, or a one target with a plus sign explosion. That's what confused me, and now that I know, you know as well. And that was a win. Good Leia, but you need to back off. In fact, I think you're going to take my place defending that stronghold in the upper left. And they'll all run away. And then Troy will go say hi to Parker. Vega, go say hi to Sakura. Sakura or Sakura? Mirror of Soul found, which is an item, permanent item increase. Item, I discussed it when I discussed the item glitch, because it was also one of the things you get during the birthdays. Come on, couldn't take out that Archmage. Just a little bit more damage. Owie. Acid Vapor. That's odd. Oh, that's right. Archmage not in the back row doesn't do advanced magic. They do normal magic. Almost forgot to mention that. That is a very important detail. So if you want the true power of your Archmage / Siren, then you better put him in the back row. Okay. Troy's unit is as beefy as ever when it comes to physical, but that Archmage was going to deal more damage than it was necessary. Alright, stay there for now. I am taking it very slow. I was joking about how I was going to be full barrel going in and causing all sorts of trouble for myself. All those characters are probably getting to the point where they need to rest. Speaking of rest, you don't need to. Neither of you do too, either. And we found a fool. Okay. Barkley, the paladin, couldn't vary the alignment anymore, could ya? Just had to do it. And 2 fighters. And a Pumpkinhead, of course. I mean, the Pumpkinhead is a threat, no doubt about it. But still, I'm gonna see if I can't scare them into the mountains to make them move slower. Alright, Wind taking on Shoder's unit, which means the Paladin is finally exposed. Go for him. You guys needed more time to heal. This might be a problem. Actually, no. That Paladin definitely is still a threat, don't get me wrong. He could, if he went attack 2 more times on Asnabil there, we could lose Asnabil. But I think Asnabil will be fine. It would have to be a crit at this point, and instead he attacked Dio. Okay, so I'm going to see if they have any healing items in Dio's group. I should really start giving out better healing items at this point, I think. Wind. Use item, you don't. Which means you're going to get in one more fight. You're going to get in fight in a bad direction, because why not? Oof. This is bad. This is really bad. But I think we can salvage it. And we can. Good. In the meantime, I'll have to send Wind's unit to heal again, because I didn't pay attention to how long they healed. Lightning! Yeah, I don't want to risk another encounter. No leader, but they can still use items. No big deal. I'll keep my character there. And let's start moving folks closer. Now let's... Narkrete. Yep, very chaotic. Oops, not Bolt. Troy. Vega's off on her own right now, so I need to start moving and get closer. Yuki! I haven't even faced you yet. You're just exhausted from traveling for so long. Interesting. Okay. Sakura versus Vega. Ready, go. Left your witchy exposed. Slumber Mist. Or Katrina. So after I've gotten more and more advanced characters in the units, might be less... I might put less emphasis on right alignment characters fighting the right alignment units, but I'll still adhere to it. because it is important to adhere to. That's fine, keep going, Vega. Let's just have you take the stronghold. You should liberate it, in theory. I really should do something about those units that are sleeping at my doorstep, but I just... It's not the right alignments for who I want to go. Muller... Actually, you know what? Let's do it. Might as well make sure they don't, you know, wake up and start causing havoc. And the Black Knight is exposed, and one of the grappler was glitching out. Stop guarding, because the sorceresses aren't going to do anything to you. And combine the spells, ladies! I know you can do it! I want to see meteors again. Well, not meteors, molten rocks. Ugh. Do something about it, guys. There you go. Well, it's a good thing they split it up this time, because it dealt way more damage. If they both combined their attack on a 5-hit-point character, that would have been a waste. But effective, and I just sent them to